Antonio doğum gününü kutluyorum öncelikle. Saat 10'da mutluluk dilerim. Bilseydik hazırlık yapardık.
He wish you a perfect, wonderful new age. If he knew that your birthday was today, he was gonna prepare something for you.
No,
but we didn't know. Sorry.
After I got 40 years, then
40 yaşında oldu.
I keep quiet about it.
Bu artık bayağı uzun yıllardır diyor. Söylemiyorum kimseye diyor. Ağzımı kapalı tutuyorum.
And then when I get 60, I'll
Bana göre 40 yaşındasın.
and then when I got,
For him, you are 40 years old.
yeah, when I get 60, I started counting backwards. Instead of 61, 62, 63, 58, 57, 56.
You're dropping.
Going backwards now.
Yeah. Okay.
Siz 4 gün önce falan bir motor kiraladınız. Kısa bir tur yaptınız. İngiltere'de geliyorsunuz. Ve Türkiye'de tur yapmak istiyorsunuz. Öyle anlıyorum. Sizin yapacağınız turlarımızda yarın motor yapacağız. Yeni motorlarla olacak. Ve kendimizin daha önce yaptırdığımız bir güzergahımız var. İstanbul'dan start, Antalya stop, Türkiye'nin Ege batısını komple alacak yerde tarihi yerler, deniz, güzel lezzetli Türk yemeklerinin olduğu bir turumuz var. Bunları size anlatacağız birazdan. Aynı zamanda Antalya start, İstanbul'da stop, aynı turun tersi şeyleri. Bunları sizinle konuşacağız.
He said again about your trip. It
Yeah.
was preparing for the next tour.
Check out.
Check out the Turkish coast and some places you like to visit with your group. He said he will gonna give you a nice road. If you check this road, maybe you can start from Istanbul to Antalya, or even if you want, you can start from Antalya and you're gonna drop out the bikes in Istanbul. We're gonna help you about this. And in this road, there is a lot of historical places. Yeah.
What places?
Historical.
Oh, historical places.
Antique.
Yeah,
We call antique cities, which you're gonna visit.
You see, when we come with a small group like this, 4 boys,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter too much about, the accommodation particularly. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter too much about the roads. If you go on a road that's not very good, that's okay. But the tours that we operate also include quite a lot of girls that come, our wives and partners, and we couldn't do the trip that we've done for the last few days with the girls. They would have to have nicer hotels. They would have to have things to stop at, like Cappadocia and all these things. So the itinerary would have to be more adjusted for a mixed group. The distances between the hotels wouldn't have to be so great, because we found that we set off. It says on the sat nav or on the telephone 2.5 hours. 4 hours, 5 hours later, we're still trying to get there because the roads are so small and everything. And,
So in this part, we are there because when our company is making the road, they are trying to find the best spot to sleep over and then ride the next day immediately to your way. You understand?
You see, we set off at 8:30,
That's why we
9
are
o'clock
here.
in the morning, and
No worry.
get to the hotel at
Yeah.
5 or 6. The girls probably want to have a coffee in the morning somewhere, and then they want to have an hour off the bike at lunchtime, and then they want maybe, not necessarily, but perhaps a coffee stop in the afternoon as well. So a riding day would be 200 kilometres maximum, not more.
Yeah,
Whereas
I understand.
we do 300 kilometres, but then we struggle doing that much because the heat. On the highway, then the maniac drivers, and we don't want to kill our partners, we don't want to kill ourselves either. So the maniac drivers, coach drivers particularly, they're just most like a destruction.
I will translate a little bit. Türkiye'deki şoförlerden çok şikayetçi. Manyak gibi affedersiniz.
Araçların için, evet.
Şoförler diyor. Yanlarında gelecek grubun içinde bayanlar da olacak diyor. O yüzden biz bu gidişimizde 300 kilometreye kadar yol yaptık günlük ama diyor. Bayanlar olacağı için yaklaşık 200 kilometre planlıyoruz günlük rotamızda diyor. Ona göre tabii rakamlar çıkacak, gün sayısı çıkacak karşımıza. Ve bunlar plansız, projesiz yaptıkları için yaptıkları oteller bazen işte biz şuradayız deyip bunlara işte yarım saat, bir saat ileriye mecbur motor kullandırmışlar bu sefer.
We just need to be safe, comfortable, nice hotel, not too long a ride when you're with a bigger
So
group.
close must be to the road.
You know, setting up at 9 and into the hotel for
I was just telling this.
3:30, 4 o'clock maximum with a few breaks on the way. The roads have to be manageable, you know, nothing too difficult because you've got the girls in the back, and then we'll be a lot more comfortable than trying to do it on our own.
O yüzden hani bizden o desteği istiyorlar. Yani rotamıza geldiğimizde yapmak için bir otele gideceğimizde diyor rotamızdan çok dışarı çıkamamamız lazım diyor. Biz onların hepsini hallederiz.
Şimdi biz size birkaç tane alternatif sunacağız. Özellikle biz motorları alırken, bu şirkete motorlar alırken kısa boylu motosiklet kullanıcılarından yüksek boylu motosiklet kullanıcılarını bunları göz önünde bulundurarak
Şimdi burayı
motorları
söylüyoruz.
alıyoruz.
Bu önemli bir nokta. This is important. In this, actually just 2 weeks ago, a group, I told you, remember, from Istanbul, a group came here. One guy was short. Actually, he was not tall enough to ride the bigger motorbikes. So he said, please think and buy a short rider. So right now he is trying to find the lower seat, big CC motorbikes for whole kind of customers.
It's difficult.
Yeah, difficult, but he's searching right now what to do for them.
The new BMWs. That's very good.
Şimdi BMW'lerde Adventure kullanıyoruz, büyük motorlar. Bunların alçak seleleri var elimizde. En alçak şekilde indirilmiş seleleri ve özel seleleri de var. Kısa boylu motosiklet kullanıcılarına onları takıyoruz.
He said he bought a couple BMW adventure models. In Istanbul we have 1,300 cubics. And these seats can be changed for the short comfort seats. Absolutely. We are giving this service right now in Istanbul, but it will take time till it comes here to Antalya also because our headquarters is in Istanbul. First of all, we must prepare Istanbul with a new fleet. So after, slowly we will gonna start here also. But till next year, I'm sure it will be ready for sure.
We only came to Antalya because we thought it was further south for the better weather.
Right now it's better, actually.
But we can catch flights to Istanbul, like we can catch flights to Antalya.
I heard that it's rainy and 16 centigrade degrees in Istanbul. It's colder. And in the night it's much cooler.
Could start there and come down.
It will be. Maybe a couple of days will be a problem about cold, but I don't think your clothes is enough strong.
Trust me,
Probably
in England, in the night,
After England,
it starts to snow now, so
onların anladığım kadarıyla kararı İstanbul'dan çıkmak. Bu kesin %100 demiyorlar ama İstanbul'dan çıkıp buraya doğru gelmek istiyorlar.
Kaç gün sürmesini istiyorlar?
Look, for example, right now a group, 5 person, a group is coming from Istanbul to Antalya. I think today they must leave the motorbikes also a couple of hours later. And this group wanted to finish their tour in 5 days, a little faster. So we made a tour route for 5 days. And he's asking, how many days you are thinking? About something like you can say maybe 5 days, 10 days, 11 days, you know. It depends on you.
Well, we do anything from 1 week to 2 weeks, sometimes.
Now, between 1 and 2 weeks, maybe 10 days, 11 days, I understand.
Because depends how demanding it is, whether we put one rest day in, you know, and if we find a nice area, maybe a beach, then we have 1 day off the bike
To rest,
stay in the garage, and put a rest in. So we might be away for 2 weeks in total and ride the bikes for 11 or 12 days, but maybe 2 rest days, one after 3 or 4 days, one after 7 or 8 days, and then everybody then has a chance to rest and recover. And yeah.
Bir hafta ile 2 hafta arasında yavaş bir tur istiyorlar. Çok hızlandırılmış değil. Hatta diyor yol arasında güzel bir konum bulursak bir orada gecelemeye bile yani bir gün istirahat. Motora hiç binmeden bir gün orada kalacaklar, istirahatini edecekler. Yani yavaş turist de istiyorlar, hızlandırılmış bir şey istiyorlar.
Bizim yaptığımız zaten güzergahta 9 günde ortalama, 9 günde 300 kilometre kullanım ve orada kalacak. Oranın etkinliği ne? Denize girmek ve işte ölen yerleri görmesi, onları görecekler. Dinlenmek falan, tamam mı? Bu şekilde aktive yapılmıştı. Onları ben zaten göndereceğim.
The tour he planned it before for the customers before you. It was 9 days. It was about 300 kilometers per day. And in these places there will be, as before I told you, historical antique cities or beach.
How much highway, how much dual carriageway, motorway between in the 300 kilometres? Because coming up from Cedar, the motorway isn't any fun, is it? You know,
As I see, you don't prefer highways. Mostly mountains or sideways is better.
Then you aren't going to do 300 kilometres in the mountains. You might do 175, 200.
Bu rotada diyor hani otoban gibi mesela buradan Antalya yolu var ya Hasan Bey. Öyle yollar çok mu diyor. Çünkü bunlar keyif almıyor. Biz bir daha tepe kenar yollardan gitmeyiz.
Dağlı yollardan da geçecekler çoğu zaman, tamam mı? Dağlı yollardan
ama
da
mecbur kaldık mı? Kötü yolda da girmek zorunda kalacak.
Şimdi gidecek tabii ki şehrin yoluna mecbur gidecek ama
it's all about the riding and where you visit during the day. Nice scenery, mountains, lakes and everything, and then also stopping in a nice city where there is historic things and making sure that you're there early enough.
Mostly you are not in a highway, first of all, but time to time you must.
Yeah.
There is no opportunity. In some places to go to, for example, nice, beautiful antique city, to see that you must ride a couple, maybe 50 kilometers, and then you have to turn the sideways,
That's okay.
Without this, it's impossible to ride all the way from sideways. It's impossible. But mostly, I think it's %80 bu zaten kenar yollardan. Almost 80% of the roads.
Otellerle bağlantı kurmak için kendim bizzat gideceğim.
He said in this road, every 200 and between 250, let's gonna say 300 kilometers, we will spot the hotels where you can stay. People gonna find that out and contact with them about the prices, everything. But we are going to give you the name of the hotels, of course. So even if you want, you can book from your booking.com. You understand? It's not the situation. We are not going to make business about hotel. This is our service. You understand?
Size birkaç tane teklif sunacağım. Yalnız motorları kiralama teklif sunacağım. Veya içinde her şey olan bir teklif sunacağım. Müşteri uçak biletini alacak. Yalnız biz karışmayacağız. İstanbul'a geldi, örnek vereyim, veya Antalya'ya geldi, oteline yerleşti. Ondan sonra bir daha para ödemeyecek. Öyle bir teklif sunacağım.
He will gonna prepare for you a couple price lists. If we decide, of course.
Make a proposal for
of course. He said, if you want,
tell us about the route. Tell us about.
No. This is the last thing we are going to do, but he's going to say it just you to know what will it be for you. So, if you want, he will give price list in the future, of course, just about motorbikes, rent price, that's all. If you want, but in this situation, you're gonna get the road list, of course, for 100% for free. But if you want, he can arrange your hotels, everything also in the second list, and you will gonna get the bikes in Istanbul airport, and you are not going to even take a cab to the office in our branch headquarters. So you're gonna directly ride with your bikes from airport.
I've never been to Istanbul. Kevin's been to Istanbul, and he said that he thinks that the customers would like to spend 1 or 2 days in Istanbul as well.
So
Because,
it doesn't so big a problem.
a
So
big-
you can
yeah.
come to our
either
office.
from Antalya to Istanbul and spend 2 or 3 days there at the end, or at the beginning maybe. So
Yeah.
we just
So if you go to Istanbul right now, my boss will gonna go to Istanbul also. I think. Sen ne zaman gidiyorsun abi?
Çarşamba günü.
On Wednesday he will be in Istanbul. So if you have the time, my boss will gonna pick you up from anywhere in Istanbul, and
Yeah, no, not this time. It'd be, what we're thinking is
you can eat at
for
lunch
the group,
together.
when it'd be the group, because we fly back tomorrow.
yeah, we got our flights booked for tomorrow. So
You have flight from the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then-
But şimdi bunlar İstanbul'a geldiklerinde tur çıkışı ben orasını yanlış anlamışım. Ben şimdi gidecekler zannettim. Ben dedim patronu bekliyor, siz orada
Yok,
karşılayabilirim.
hemen.
Şimdi bunlar İstanbul'a geldiklerinde birkaç gün İstanbul'a
Yani ben
geliyor.
onu söyleyecektim. Yani İstanbul'a geldikleri zaman İstanbul'a gelmeleri gerektiğini
Yeah,
tavsiye
he said it's very
ediyorum.
important to see the Istanbul.
It is possible,
Yeah.
we've discussed this, it is possible that, okay, we've been down here to Antalya, we've done, 200 kilometres, 200 kilometres,
Yeah.
but I might come to Istanbul alone.
Mhm.
Maybe, I don't know, is the weather okay in March,
When?
March or April or something?
April will be good. March maybe rainy, but April will be better for sure.
To continue with the research, to check it out, to rent a bike and just come on my
We will
own.
gonna keep in touch.
Yeah.
And we're gonna help you for
Yeah.
sure. He will be in Istanbul mostly.
And
I can
then-
say 80% is in Istanbul. He will gonna help you for
And then
that.
between now and then,
Mhm.
if you send me, a proposal for
Yeah, of course,
route
of course.
from Istanbul, 2 or 3 days, down to Antalya, and fly back from Antalya,
Mhm.
and the proposal, how many kilometres every day,
Yeah.
where you would stop, and maybe
So
the points of interest.
a little bit faster
Yeah.
tour for you in this road alone. I understand.
Because we don't know enough about Turkey
Yeah.
to be able to make a
Şimdi
proper
şöyle diyor abi,
decision.
Mart Nisan gibi diyor. Bana o zamana kadar bu rotayı hazırlarsa sahneye
And-
tek başıma gelip o rotayı üzerine diyor İstanbul'dan çıkıp ben Antalya'ya gelsem nasıl
And
olur?
before customers come, we have to be able to write, a nice glossy proposal. For them.
Yeah,
So
of course,
This
of
is
course.
what it is.
It's a good idea actually.
Nearly new bikes.
Mhm.
This is the route that we'll be taking.
Mhm.
These are the points of interest along the way that we'll be stopping.
Yeah.
And nice hotels, reasonable mileages. Killer drivers on the highway.
Katil sürücüler onlar sürücüleri çok takmışlar. Bizim sürücüler biraz çılgın abi yapacak bir şey motora
He's a policeman.
Ama Türkiye'nin hepsi aynı değil.
No, he said also
İstanbul daha iyi.
He's a poli-
in Istanbul the drivers are much better than here, he said.
He's a policeman. He knows how many accidents has he been to on the highway when people.
Yeah, a lot.
Hundreds.
Yeah, hundreds of, yeah, you're right. Bu daha iyi bir polislik yaptı diyor. Yani kaç tane kaza görmüştük kendisi.
Tabii.
It's
Ama
happening.
ben İstanbul'da yaşıyorum ve burada da yaşıyorum Antalya'da. Buranın Antalya ülkeleri biraz daha sert.
He said, I'm living in Istanbul and I live time to time here in Antalya. The drivers in Istanbul is much better than here. he
Well,
said.
the thing that applies to every country, Italy, down in Naples,
Deniz, telefondan sen devam et.
crazy people, and then probably in southern England too as well, around London, the people are no manners.
Not so good in Bradford.
Not so good in Bradford, but anyway, the further south you go, the worse they get.
Yeah.
Then you go to somewhere like Sydney,
Nereye gidince şoförler kötüleşiyor diyor işte. İngiltere'den başka aşağı indikçe kötüleşiyorlar.
and you go to Palermo in Italy, and if they can't kill you with a car, then they'll shoot you. It's
In Italy also not so good.
So my proposal is we finish up in here today when he comes back.
Yeah.
Then you send us, this agenda proposal, and then I start to think about, the customers who would be interested in coming. And there is an interest in Turkey because it's not a country that people can get to and do things on a motorbike easily. I've never been before. I've been, around the world. I've never been to Turkey before, and I've really enjoyed a lot of it. And but if I would have enjoyed it more if I had a better idea about where to go, where to stop.
You were not prepared for it.
Okay, you've got the internet.
Yeah.
You know, I can Google Cappadocia and it can tell you where to park and how much it costs and everything else. And I can find a hotel and bookings and everything. I can do all this, but that's not
Hazırlıklı değil mi?
that's not first hand experience.
Yani tam güzel bir güzergah çizememişler. Ondan bahsediyorum. Bizim o planı projeyi, bu rotayı bize yollarsanız çok makbule geçer.
Bir sorunu daha soracağım. Tur firmasılar, tur düzenliyorlar dünya genelinde, öyle mi? Öğrenmiyorum.
İngiltere'de çok popüler.
Tamam.
Onun da bizim web sitemiz çok takip edilir dedi.
Bunu da alacağım isteğim. Bir şey sormak istiyorum. Yalnız İstanbul için böyle 3 gün veya 5 günlük bir tur, küçük motorlarla İstanbul ve çevresi. Yani işte İstanbul, Sakarya, Kartaltepe falan. Evet, İstanbul'un merkezi ve Trakya'nın yakın çevresinde böyle düzenli bilim şirketimizin planladığı bir tur var. Çok
On the motorbike with us, you know, because we've got a big tour in this tour.
We have got on friend in our Istanbul.
If you have a contact, then go with us.
Bir tane Türk arkadaşı yanlarında istiyor.
Bunu söyleyeceğim.
We don't need a van or a Land Rover or anything. We just, you know, something that goes with us. When we've been to India or Thailand, usually we hire a local person, a guide, to go with us because it just makes it a lot easier for us.
He will come with a bike or maybe a pickup, you know, a small pickup in case you can put your suitcases in if you need in his car.
We've never had that luxury.
We've never had that. We carry on
So,
the bike.
so he will come
It's
with
nice
you
to
with-
have
with
somebody
motorbikes.
riding the bike.
Can I?
But our group is probably 150, 200 people who go on the tour every year or sometimes two tours every year. Look at TV, you know. So we, you know, we've got a lot of reach. You know, a lot of customers want to reach. We've done it for over 20 years. Over the years, over the years we've done hundreds of tours. You know, come back and travel with us again. Each year, you know, he's been 4 or 5, Kevin's been on a couple, you've been on 2. So, you know, customers are repeat customers.
I'm pretty sure when I advertise a trip, that
Enough people will sign up.
especially if it's something to do with like traffic.
Şimdi senin belediye mutlaka hazırlayacağız değil mi? Ona devam edelim.
İstanbul
Tamam, Sakarya etrafı, işte İstanbul etrafı.
İstanbul merkezli bir tur düzenliyoruz bizim. Küçük motorlarla, ilerisi, sütunlar falan. Türkiye'nin kendi sistemini alabilir ama İstanbul merkezi, İstanbul tarihi yerleri, oradan İstanbul'dan Avrupa'dan Asya'ya geçecek, Sakarya, Kartaltepe gibi güzel tarihi yerler görüyoruz orada. Bursa'yı da katabiliriz içine, Bursa'yı da katabiliriz. Böyle küçük bir 5 günlük falan veya daha kısa bir şey planlıyoruz İstanbul'da, tur planlıyoruz. İstanbul'da kalıp İstanbul'da çevreyi gezecek, böyle bir planımız var. Onun dışında bile geliyor.
He said with I think 250 cc motorbikes, scooters actually. He's planning to make a Istanbul tour, but not just in the city. Our neighbors from Istanbul, Sakarya and others, you know, from Asia to Europe, historical places, whole Istanbul. He will just in this place make a tour for the customer. He's asking.
Well, let's send the proposal.
Yeah. This will be is not long way, you know.
We'll start to work on this for next year. I'll try and come to Istanbul in the springtime,
Yeah.
when it's on the weather's okay, and take a look at, you know, the Istanbul area, and maybe, you know, the areas around it.
Bu hangi ay olacak abi?
Yani 22 ay olabilir.
He?
22 ay. Kışı görmek isteyenler Uludağ, işte Kartaltepe Dağı gibi bir tatilde. Bunun 12 ayı her
Şeyde bu Mart Nisan gibi tek başına gelmek istiyor ya, o arada gelirse olabilir.
Onu da kolay da gezdik kendisini. Beraber gezdik.
I've already told all my, I've tried to tell all my customers that we're down here now checking out Turkey for something in 2026. So everybody, we already got people interested and want to come already. So there were people there signed up for this trip, and
Already started, sorry.
before we even started to sell it. So we should.
Güzel. Motorları almayı bıraksın.
We won't struggle to get 10 or 12 people easy, and then someone will bring their wives and something.
Şu anda ne güzel. Daha biz buraya gelmeden önce bu şeylere başladık. Bu Türkiye turuna kayıtlar başlamış.
Tamam.
Sometimes we take
Türkiye ile ilgili
24 or 5
bütün
people.
turlarla ilgili kendilerine yanında oluruz. Sonuçta bir de bir turmayız.
He's gonna prepare everything for you, and he will be on your side in every situation about Turkey tours. So,
So I think it's
as soon as
not so much highways, but highways to get from A to B quickly and,
Yeah.
and do it at a good time. Start a little bit
üstüne basıyor.
and then do it.
Gökhan. Bunun üstüne özellikle basıyor bir şey. Otoban yani hızlı yoldan istiyor. Yani
Tamam.
mümkün mertebe daha güzel. İşte doğa. Böyle güzeller çizilsin.
Bu İstanbul'dan Antalya'ya, Antalya'dan İstanbul'dan güzel yer. Aslında ben olacağım yaparken.
I don't think we can go there and back. I think we would have to go.
No.
Yeah.
He didn't say that. He will prepare a tour from Istanbul to Antalya or Antalya to Istanbul. Not just only for you, for everybody.
logically it would be Istanbul to Antalya, because I think after Rosh, people may stay on a week for a beach holiday.
Yeah, it will be better.
That you'll go into the water then.
Yeah, from Baltimore.
And at the start, people don't mind having a walk around and days in Istanbul.
İstanbul'dan başlamak daha iyi diyor. Soğuk, yani insan ilişkisi örnek veriyor. Hani aşağı indikçe
Daha
güneye
soğuk.
gidecek, daha sıcak diyor. En
Tamam.
azından burada birkaç gün
Yani
güneşli.
mevsimleri değiştirip yani başka bir mevsimden Antalya'ya başka bir İstanbul'a getirelim.
And then they can drop the bikes off in this area. And then they take scooters from here, 1 to 5.
Ha, orada buraya geldik mi diyor. Hani burada da birkaç gün kalacak ya. Motorları bırakıyoruz diyor ve herkes skuter alıyor.
If they've not been successful in killing themselves on the highway,
No.
they can try and kill themselves with the scooter.
But about the motorbikes, as before, he's going to give all you the information when the bikes started to come to our company. I will send you one by one the videos, photos, every important.
The proposal for the tour, then send it to me, but because these guys have been with me doing this reconnoitre.
I will show you
I'll
everything.
share it with them as well because
Yeah.
I like them to.
You can make a group all together
They're trusted
with
friends.
me, no problem.
Yeah, they're trusted friends, and they can, they're travelling people, and they can give me some feedback
Yeah.
because they don't like the highways.
Yeah.
İstersen.
They don't like the highways. The routes that we go on has to have some planning for places to stop in the morning.
I understand.
That wildlife somewhere.
I have a good idea. I will make a map
When we
and
dis-
I will spot immediately where you will
when
go.
we disappeared up into the mountains, then we didn't see anything for 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, you didn't like it.
We found that. Yeah, we liked
You
it.
were not prepared.
No, that's fine for us.
Fine, yeah.
I bet we were surprised that riding all round the lake yesterday, so it was just under 100 miles, just around the lake.
160
And there wasn't one cafe or
Nothing.
nothing all the way around. And you think somebody would, a businessman would go, I need to put something there.
Some kind, sometimes it's forbidden to build something in such places.
yes.
It's restricted. But sometimes people doesn't think because there is not much people. It's not a good idea for earning money.
Yeah, it's not like see the so many cars and so many tourists on the coast, but up in the mountains, we say that we could have done this and where to stop. We would have wanted to do a different route because it was a really good route.
Yeah.
But if we'd have had a hot flask and some sandwiches and in the book in the top box, that would have been better. But we didn't know. We set off assuming that there would be after 30, 50, 70.
So you know now, next time, prepare everything with you.
No hotels, no cafe. Very occasionally a shop that blow the dust off the phone, you know. But other than that, we're glad we did the route that we did, but it was just so remote. And if we'd have come on a proper organised tour with girls on the back, then they wouldn't have wanted to do that because there wouldn't be anywhere to stay. And they don't like pissing behind the tree. Whereas men, that's okay. But the girls are a bit more. Some are okay.
You're right.
Some are okay. You know what I mean, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just the